Gaffer, Fleetwood at home this week in the league. What can we expect from a Fleetwood side managed by Stephen Pressley?
Well, they're competitive. They've got some solid players. They've got good attacking threat on the front end of a solid and resilient side. They're hard working, good spirit about them. I watched them play Sheffield United the other night, and I was impressed with what they had to offer. So it's not going to be a gimme, that's for sure. A side that you'd be foolish to underestimate. And we never do that. We give everybody the respect that they deserve, and we expect the type of encounter you get when you play against that side. But I have to say, when you look at our team and you look at them on the training ground, and I'm fresh from the training ground as we speak, some of the quality that we've got in our camp is frightening. The pace, the ability on the ball, the fluency of the team, the understanding of the team in terms of how we want them to play, the improved defending. Are all there in evidence. Athletically, they're looking really strong, and there's a really buoyant but focused spirit about them. They know that the job of work here is to move into the Championship. They know that that's the expectation and the requirement, and they're just focused on achieving that goal. There's no sense of fear about it. Very much a focus, very much a determination. A very business-like approach to what they're doing, but there's smiles on their faces, but real sense of determination that they're going to go and achieve the objective. So it's a nice place to be.
Yeah, reactions are interesting. Obviously, you mentioned a couple of weeks back about Jermaine Anderson, and you wanted to see him score more goals. Obviously, he's got 2 in 2. So players are reacting to what you're trying to ask from them, and that must be pleasing as a manager.
Well, when you talk to players about changing certain habits, and you ask them to believe in the changes that you want them to make, it's always good when they get early success. Jermaine's tried to develop what he does when he's in front of goal, and he's got 2 in 2 now. So he's got the ability to get into the box and to finish things off. He's a fantastic athlete, a great footballer. Delighted with the response that he's given. He wants to listen, he wants to learn. There's been points where he's not quite understood, but we've talked through what the learning process looks like and how sometimes you've got to fail to learn to succeed, and he's up for that. He's prepared to develop his game. He's not looking to stand still. He wants to become better. He wants to go forward, and he's a good example of the type of attitude we've got within the camp. Yeah,
and within the camp there are players that have that versatility that can fit in so many different positions. We've seen Foxy come on and play in different positions. Michael Bostwick did it obviously last week and in recent games in different positions. That must be pleasing as well, that you can put players into different positions and know they'll do a job.
I think it's essential, because I think it's always dangerous to have too many players at a football club. If you've got too many players, then they can't all get football, and you get frustration building in certain of them. They're footballers, they want to be playing. And one of the things that's good here is that we've managed to streamline the squad a little bit, and in streamlining the squad we've retained versatility, and versatility allows you to run a slimmer outfit. So it's good to see Foxy do that, and I'm sure he won't be the last player. He's been schooled this weekend to play in a different position again, just in case we require him to. And there's a real appetite amongst the players to play their part. They know that in a slim squad you all need to play your part, and they're all willing to do it.
Yeah, we mentioned obviously a couple of weeks back when Gabby Zakuani jetted off and he came back, and you can't rule him out at this stage, can you, for Saturday even?
No, you never know when Gabby's going to pop up. He gets on planes and returns on planes, having travelled 15,000 miles across the Pyrenees. He does all sorts of strange things to make himself available, so I wouldn't rule anybody out. We've got international call-ups, but there's a determination in the squad to be part of what we're doing, to keep getting on the pitch and playing games. It's unfortunate he took the knock to his head last weekend, was forced off, but that won't stop him from being in action this weekend. And we'll see how things unfold between now and the weekend.
And it's a long way to go, but obviously the FA Cup draw was done this week and paired us with Luton Town at home. Plenty of links, but I guess as a manager you're not too concerned by that at this stage.
No, I don't listen to the draw. I obviously receive a few texts in the aftermath with everybody saying looks like a good and it's going to be a cracker. This and the only thing that interested me was that we were at home. That's always nice. But as we proved last weekend, it's the FA Cup, and wherever the game's played, a home team can win and an away team can win. It's nice to have home advantage, obviously. It's your start of a 10, but it's then a question of going and doing the job on the day, whoever you play. I don't want to get into the game against any opponent in advance. I think we need to keep our focus very much on the next game. It's 3 points, it's the weekend, we've got a job to do in the league, That job is about winning promotion, and we need to be making sure that we're ready and geared up for that and not allowing ourselves to be diverted.